3, 2, 1. All right.
Bam. Oh, right.
We are here, darling. Warning.
I love when we're remote. There's like a pause in your voice. Sometimes you're like, we are.
Well, it's because you start talking while I'm talking.
Well, sometimes I have to talk. It's my job to talk. I am a podcaster. It's my job to talk. If I talk over you, it's okay.
Maybe the issue is that I'm just so polite. As an Atlantan, as someone who grew up in the South, I try not to interrupt. But maybe you're right. In the remote world, I should just keep interrupting and keep steamrolling ahead, whether you talk or not.
It's what you have to do. It's how I got on Broadway, baby. I steamrolled the competition.
Are you
or off Broadway?
I was going to say.
You know, we're slowly creeping our way.
Yes, you're on your way.
Crowds of Times Square to get to the Marriott Marquis Theater.
Hey, we love that.
We love. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Two Gay Mats. It is Matt Steele.
And it's Matt Palmer.
And we are apart again, but together in spirit, because we are remote podcasters, and we are doing the thing. It's what we're going to be doing, and it's going to be great, okay?
And that's the thing, is people do remote podcasting so very frequently, all the time. And so even though this is new for us, we're figuring this out. We know it can be done. We also do a live stream while we do this, so that's a little different. But I mean, if the other option is really meticulously edit the podcast after the fact, that's not going to happen. So this is the best we can do.
Yeah, it's the best we can do, and I think we're doing pretty well for all of the gadgets and everything, and all the middlemen things that are happening. I think we still put on a pretty good show.
I agree, and I will say the audio sounded great last week. Great job recording yourself on your end. I'm telling you, you're going to become an audio engineer by the end of all of this.
I keep looking. Whenever I look to my left, ladies and gentlemen, just know it is because I am just so petrified that this thing is going to stop recording, and I'm going to fuck everything up, and the podcast will have to be canceled.
I don't foresee that, because if nothing, we have a backup recording that's happening while we live stream, so don't worry about that. But Matt Steele,
yeah, but it's not cute. The backup is not cute.
It's
okay.
Not
like the full HD. Not that my video is really HD when I'm recording right here, because it's a front-facing camera I'm doing. But whatever.
We're figuring it out. Long story short. But Matt Steele, I think you now, since last podcast, you can make the announcement as to what show you're a part of, correct? The people need to know. People are waiting pins and needles. What off-Broadway show are you a part of?
I am in the off-Broadway production, the premiere off-Broadway production of Drew Droge's hit, not a hit yet because it hasn't premiered yet. It is going to be a hit play, Messy White Gays.
Yes.
As you see, I'm wearing my little t-shirt to promote for the people. And so I am a cover position for 3 of the roles. There's 5 roles. I'm covering 3 of them. And my entire week has just been nothing but that.
The fact that you have to cover 3 is boggles my mind. You know me, you remember me on set when we did a little teaser for Devos. The lines are such a scary undertaking for me. I don't, my mind does not work that way. So the fact that you have to learn 3 different tracks of not just the lines, but the blocking and the performance, that you have the hardest job of everyone in the cast. No shade to the other cast members, but you have to do a lot.
Yes, me and my understudy, he's a very nice guy. Name is also Drew. And we are working hard. We essentially are just sitting at rehearsals watching the actors rehearse and trying to write down the blocking that they're doing. Yeah. But the thing is it's theater. So the director, our wonderful director, Mike Donahue, is we're going through rehearsals and they're he's okay, guys, just play, see what comes naturally. And so the actors do something. And so I'm trying to follow each actor as they make a choice. I'm going to sit on the couch now. I'm going to do this now. And I write it down. And then after a little while, after a day, they discover ooh, actually for this part, I should do this instead. So I have to take out my eraser and redo it all. So it's just it's a lot of you got to pay attention to exactly what's happening, because they're all trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure out how to make it work and everything, as is the artistic process. Yes. So I am essentially trying to figure out how they're figuring it out. So it's a little daunting, but luckily it's not I'm going on tomorrow.
Right.
Because previews, we first get in front of an audience October 6th. Mm-hmm. And so, they'll be able to run through it, really solidify everything. And I will be able to watch it from afar and also the understudies get put in rehearsals and stuff like that. So that's really fun.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, so I'm praying that no actor gets sick. Because I don't want them to get sick, but like I if they do eventually at some point get sick because they are human beings, I am praying it is not during the preview process. So I have a lot of time to really like memorize exactly what I have to do. So
right. And I know that I've asked you this, and every time I get the same answer, but I'm really going to ask it one more time in hopes for something different. Is there ever a situation where you know, like, long time ahead of time, like, I will be performing on this date, and Matt Palmer, you should come here on this date because I'll definitely be on around that time? Is there ever like a planned vacation for one of the three actors that you will be understudying? Is that something that happens off Broadway in this show? Something that would be really helpful for me.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Literally everyone is asking. Like my brother's coworkers are just like, does he know when he's gonna go on? So I get, and my brother's like, girl, I don't know.
Hey,
like, I don't know. I don't think anyone has a scheduled vacation. Or at least if they have, they haven't told me yet. And so it'd be nice if they did. Yeah. So I truly have no clue. I could literally find out I'm going on 2 minutes before. I could find out I'm going on halfway through the play. If someone decides like, hey, I have appendicitis, Matt Steele, you're on mid-show.
Right.
That could be me.
I will say,
hopefully that doesn't happen.
I don't know is better than no. I feel like last time I asked this, you were like, that's not how it works. Like, get over it. But now it's like a possible maybe. We love that.
Well, no, it's not like really how it works for like a short contract like this. A lot of time, I mean, every contract is different. It really depends on the show. It really depends on the actor, like what they sort of like stipulated, what they want. Like some actors, like if they have a good amount of clout, they can be like, okay, well, right away in the first 6 months, I want a week off in this date or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, so I truly don't know. It all varies, and it's all very exciting because why? It's live theater.
Yes. And hey, you learned about doing things live just by doing the podcast. So you're welcome for all the training I gave you.
I go on live every week, so like I truly shouldn't be scared. Except
100%.
I don't know what's more daunting, not knowing what I'm gonna say, like in the podcast. Because sometimes we get like a news story, and I'm just like, you're talking, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I gonna say about this?
We've all been there.
And exactly, but you know, we make it work. Or if it's more daunting to be like, okay, I have to say this thing, I have to hit this mark, and I might fuck it up. We'll see. We'll see what's more embarrassing. I mean, luckily the people here aren't paying money for a ticket to watch us live stream on YouTube.
Hey, they were a few weeks ago when we did it live in New York. So some people could pay for this. So yes, long story short, I'm very excited for you. This is so exciting. And I'm so glad that we, the Kathys and myself, are on the inner circle, like the inner workings of the Messy White Gaze production now. It's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, get your tickets now because even though I'm not in it every day, it's still a fucking hysterical show. Like it's so fucking funny. It's literally an hour and a half of gays screaming at each other, and that's all you need. It's basically 2 gay mats times 2.5.
Yes.
so isn't that what you? Oh, except actually, you're not white. So
I was gonna say there is one difference.
It's 2 gay mats times 2.5 divided by 2. I don't know.
Oh Jesus!
And so it's basically if Matt Steele was screaming at himself for an hour and a half.
I think people would pay to see that. So I think it's gonna be a big hit.
So. It's been very fun. Like today, I did went to the Broadway flea market, which is what happens every year. Like first Sunday in autumn, the Broadway flea market happens. It's where like all the shows get together and they have like a flea market raising money for Broadway Cares, Equity Fights, AIDS, and everything. And there was a table that the production team for Messy White Gaze had, and so they were like, oh, come, and like if you come, like we encourage you to wear your Messy White Gaze t-shirt. So that's what I'm wearing here. And like my brother, him and his fiance come up to the Broadway flea market every year to like buy a bunch of Sound of Music shit. They like scour each table. My brother's keeping his eye open for some sort of obscure Sound of Music poster from like the Korean tour in 1985 or something like that. And he's usually able to find a lot of cool stuff. So we got to walk around, do that. And it was just like, I haven't been to the Broadway flea market since like 2016 or 2017 maybe. And so it was really nice to like be a part of that. And I don't know, this whole week of just, I've been living here. I've been rehearsing. It's been fun. So, but Matt Palmer, what have you been doing without me this whole week? Like, how devastating is your life now that you don't feel my physical presence with you?
It's fine, actually. This week,
okay, great. Well,
it was a lot of prep work because last night we had Jackson's birthday party, which you were invited to but could not make because you were across the country. But yeah, so Jackson had his birthday was like a week and a half ago or something. We scheduled the birthday party for a little after the fact, so we had it last night. We had, basically it was a mix of a birthday party and also like a housewarming because people have not seen our new place, and so that kind of inspired us to make sure the place was in good order. So now it's in a place where maybe I will give us a little house tour. To quote Sabrina, maybe there's a house tour incoming because now
did you show every guest the first, second, third floor, Matt Palmer?
Well, we don't have those. We just have the first. So yes, they saw that first floor. And then in the back, we rented some tables and chairs. And, we had our taco maker guy who was here for a couple of hours serving tacos. They were delicious and left a lot of leftovers, thank goodness, that are in the fridge right now.
Yes.
And then,
yes.
Amazing. And then at 8 p.m., we actually hired a trivia person to come and like lead a round of trivia because Jackson's a big trivia head. He used to go to bar trivia every single week. And so through King Trivia, they sent over a lovely trivia master named Adam, and we had 5 rounds of trivia. I was on the only table. There were literally 3 people at this party who had been on like nationally televised quiz shows. 2 of them were on The Chase. Jackson and Eric, and then Jackson's friend Jonathan was on Jeopardy. And so we were like, none of you 3 can be on a team together, so you all have to be separated. But then I was on the team that no national quiz master was a part of.
Oh, no.
And so
you were on the dud team.
Hey, we thought we were the dud team, except we wound up getting 3rd out of 4 because we were in last the whole time.
Okay, well, whose team came in last?
Jackson's did. But Jackson always...
It's okay.
It's okay. He always wins in Monopoly. He can't win everything. So maybe that was the lesson of the party is like, you can't win everything. But yeah, so it was very fun. And also, what I will say, I was the most useful because one of the rounds, the first question was like, Tom Tom Club's Genius of Love was sampled in this 1995 Mariah Carey class. And I was like... Hello, I know it's fantasy. And someone on my team, my friend Joe, looks at me and is like, are you sure it's fantasy? And I was like, bitch, if there's literally any question on planet Earth that I know, it is like the fact that Tom Tom Club is sampled in fantasy. Thank you so much.
I mean, not to give a spoiler alert, but that's literally a line in Messy White Gaze is about the Tom Tom Club sample in fantasy.
Is it really? Oh my gosh, I love that Mariah's mentioned. Oh. I'm so excited to see it.
Yeah. Are you kidding? It's a play about homosexual adult men, and homosexual adult men if they do nothing, they speak in references. Okay, they just reference everything. Okay, there's no real conversation.
It's
just
like
references.
Living episode of 30 Rock, and I love that for us.
Yes.
So that was very fun. We got a couple of cakes from Porto's, and we made like a box red velvet cake, and so that was great. And then most people left right around 10 because a lot of our friends now are not just coupled up, but also like have kids, and it's like, okay, I've got to like relieve my babysitter or my parents who are watching the kids, but me and then like Jackson and 4 other friends came in and hung out until 2 a.m. and like I start turning into a pumpkin at a certain time, but Jackson is a night owl, and so I was like, okay, it's his party. I need to stay up. And so I stayed up as long as I could. But then I saw that another friend was fading. I was like, oh, Eric's turning into a pumpkin. I guess we have to wrap it up. I guess we all got to go our separate ways.
Just picking everything up. We're just picking up the cheese platter. Well, this has been great.
This has been so much fun. I love that you guys came. So it really went off without a hitch. And like this was again kind of a very busy week for my day job. And so the fact that we outsourced the food and the trivia stuff, even though it was a prettier penny than I would have liked, it still was like, okay, this is worth it. It's a big birthday and it was a good celebration. And so we were able to get the place cleaned up pretty well. The backyard looking nice, and like now we have like lights strung up in the back so we can have more backyard hangs and things. So it's been a nice week.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Something else new I've been doing this week.
What have you been doing?
Me and the other understudy, Drew, we started a TikTok account for the Messy White Gay Understudies.
I saw that.
So we've been TikToking, and by we've been hit TikToking, I mean that he has been running the TikTok account.
I
and
mean,
we're at rehearsals, and he's just like, okay, do this one thing, and I'm like, okay, great, and I do it. So
literally going to say, if you edit a fucking messy white understudies TikTok and you have never edited a 2K Matt's TikTok, or maybe you did edit one, you edited that Olivia Rodrigo one, I will kill you.
Ooh, I hated it.
It's so awful for you,
no.
but I need you not to be involved in the editing, or I will take it personally.
Well, no, because he's very much just like, oh no, you edit all your TikToks in camera in the app, and I'm just like, blah, blah,
no,
blah, blah.
no. Maybe
like,
this is
sir,
us.
I can't do that.
Maybe it's us being old millennials again, but like that's what Final Cut is for. You can make it look actually nice and high quality. The editing on an app seems so wild to me. Outside of like adding the captions, sure, I'll do that on phone.
I know, yeah, but the thing is, like, when you edit on like Final Cut or something like that, and you upload it to TikTok, sometimes the audio isn't synced. It like is fucked up or something, or at least that's what's happened to me, and that's why I refuse to do TikTok ever again, except for this account that I'm watching someone else run. So everyone follow us at Messy Understudies on TikTok.
Yes. Also follow at 2Gay Mats on TikTok, just so we're clear.
At 2Gay Mats on TikTok. A girl at the Broadway flea market, a girl walked up to me and she was like, "Are you on TikTok?" And I was very much just like, a little.
Was she a 2Gay Mats person?
I would assume, like, she's, obviously we all know the trauma that happened with my personal TikTok. It's no more.
Yeah.
And so she was just like, I think I follow you on TikTok. And I was like, oh, thank you. It's nice to meet you. But yeah, because I couldn't like lie and be like, yes, I'm a TikToker. But then I was like, oh, I guess I am. But I don't want to take credit for all the work that you have put into that TikTok, Matt Palmer.
The best way to thank me for that is to learn how to do it yourself and continue to do it on your side of it.
Okay.
You can make that happen. But I will only when you get back will I bother you with that. You can focus on one thing at a time. Focus on Messy White Gays.
Thank you.
Sorry, there's been a long intro, but we literally haven't seen or talked to each other. This usually there's some sort of, hanging out or like we see each other to make a video, but that didn't happen. So should we jump into the news for idiots?
Let's go.
Okay. Well, firstly, this is I know it's depressing. I'm sorry, guys. I hope every week's not depressing, but we would be remiss if we did not talk about the fact that Jimmy Kimmel Live was preempted indefinitely on Wednesday amid controversy over comments Kimmel made in a monologue about this influencer's suspected killer. Basically, this is also a show that employs between 200 and 250 people. And if you read the quote, which you can find online, it literally is not mocking the death of that influencer. It's basically him saying, MAGA is trying to make sure that the killer is not one of theirs, doing everything they can to blame this on someone else when all signs point to him being MAGA as well.
Well, no, he didn't even say that part. Like, he literally just said, like, MAG is doing everything they can to point fingers at, like, other groups of people and everything. Like, not even accusing the killer of being, like, in the MAG, like, group. So, like, it's not even, like, he was accusing the other shit. He was literally just making fun of the fact that, like, there were all these theories going around. And, of course, it's not us. Of course, it's not us.
Right.
Like, but he wasn't even accusing.
Right.
He was simply, like...
And then after saying that, he said something like, oh, well, clearly you can see how hard President Trump is taking it. And they cut to a clip of him being like, I think I'm holding up well, but like, can you see the construction we're making on this stupid bullshit? And it's like, that is a legitimate joke. That is funny. It is also not mean-spirited. It's not mocking anyone's death. It is not doing anything harmful. And the fact that ABC like kowtowed to these complaints. I don't even know if there were real complaints or if it was just affiliates saying they wouldn't air it for whatever reason. And the fact that just because there's going to be an upcoming merger, of course, there's some sort of business deal in the works that the FCC needs to approve. They're going to bend the knee and pull this man and his entire staff off the air indefinitely. The fact that these people are so like, oh, cancel culture is bad. That was literally their like monologue for the past 10 years. And the fact that Jimmy Kimmel says something pretty fucking innocuous about the situation and he gets yanked off television and they have nothing to say, but like, great. This is good. It's like, no, this is an attack on free speech. This is fascism. This is authoritarianism. This is what you were warned about. How I just don't understand how if you are a person who's like a free speech advocate that you see what happened here and you're like, great, this is a good thing.
a person who's like, oh, they're coming after comedians. Oh, now comedians can't say. It's like,
right.
He made such a harmless joke that like
Yes.
truly like wasn't like truly like so much worse has been said, like so much more
100%.
inappropriate. Like it's so bizarre to me, and I was like waiting to see what they would say on The View, and they have not brought it up on The View. I'm sure they're not allowed
to because they're ABC as well, right?
Yes, they are. And it's just like, FCC, if you get rid of my girls, if you fuck with my girls.
I'm telling you, my next thought was like, oh, I hope they don't take off Jimmy Fallon or something, and I have to cancel my Peacock because I canceled my Hulu this week because I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't watch reruns of Happy Endings anymore. Abbott Elementary is going to come back. I can't watch that. But it's like, at some point, it's like, you got to do something. Because all of these people are wanting is, it's all about money. It's all about business. It's all about like, I want this merger to go through. So if I can do a small part in making Disney a little less money after they did something so deplorable as they have done, then yes, I will do that. Don't make me take off Peacock because not watching Housewives and Summer House and Vanderpump will be tough for me, but I'll do it.
Girl Traders is coming. Traders is coming in January.
I need them to just, I mean, no shade. We love everyone. I'm less concerned about Jimmy Fallon saying something out of line. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he doesn't have the same chutzpah, let's say, to go against the administration. Didn't he have Trump on his show before that first election and like pet his hair and shit?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I think we're good on Peacock.
He hasn't since, which I appreciate, but
that's
still,
good. But yes,
we remember.
That was. I mean, I feel like we're going to be talking about this for a long time, but I just hope. I mean, apparently there are discussions happening between the FCC or between ABC and Kimmel, and like they're hoping to get the show back on the air, and hopefully they can reach a decision that will allow him back on the air. But even if they do that, the fact that you did this will always be such a stain. Like, we know what you're about now. Like, you really made it clear to us that you don't give a fuck. Like, you literally will do anything for money. Like, morals and like what's right and the First fucking Amendment mean nothing to you. And it just, I don't know. It's hard to come back from that in the eyes of, at least in my eyes. Maybe some people have an easier time of it, but it's tough. It's just tough.
Yeah. Something lighter, please.
I have something lighter for you. Taylor Swift is returning to the movie theaters.
Also a little stressful.
Also a little
because
stressful.
Whenever Taylor announces anything, I'm stressed.
I know, because we're like, okay, what does this mean for us? Like, what does this mean for our work and what we need to do and see? And so we're like, there are rumors swirling on Deadline that Taylor has, is going to be dropping a movie. I'm like, okay, so is it like a visual album? Like, what is it a documentary? What is the component piece that's going to be in movie theaters for Life of the Showgirl, which comes out October 3rd? And so she then posted on her Instagram, I hereby invite you to a dazzling soiree, the official release party of A Showgirl, October 3rd through 5th, only in cinemas. You'll get to see the exclusive world premiere of the music video for my new single, The Fate of Ophelia. Love knowing what the single is. Love that there's a music video, along with never before seen behind the scenes footage of how we made it, cut by cut explanations of what inspired this music, and the brand new lyric videos from my album, The Life of a Showgirl. Look, we love everybody. And if that sounds like something you want to pay to see, then have fun. Like, the thing is, if you think of it as just like a release party, you're hanging out with other Swifties and like they're as excited as you are. I get it. It's like why people watch our reactions to our albums as well. But I just want us all to be clear. And I think she doesn't say the word movie here. This isn't a movie. Like, the idea of watching lyric videos in a movie theater boggles my mind. I do appreciate that she's very clear on like what you'd actually be seeing when you're walking to the theaters. Sure. Because Miley didn't say the word visualizer, and she fucking should have. Because like when we went to that theater and saw Miley's film for what was the album called? Something Beautiful. It was Something
Beautiful.
Girl. And so I appreciate that Taylor's telling us what it is, but also I can't. And again, Here for It All, the new Mariah Carey album, comes out this week. If she got online and said, hey, go to a movie theater to see one music video and like 11 lyric videos, I'd be like, I'm going to skip. and again, wow. I've loved this person since I was in 3rd grade. But at some point, we have to draw a line at like, this. I don't need this. How is this going to be improving my life by seeing this? I don't need this.
It's like, okay, I can understand the sense of like, I want to have it be a communal experience, listening to this album with people, with fellow Swifties and everything. The lyrics will be right in front of me and everything. But here's the thing. And people do that with us. They want to hear the album for the first time live streaming with us on Two Gay Mats.
Yes.
But the difference is with us, at some points, if you really just want to pay attention, you can mute our gay asses. Okay? You can mute us for a little bit and just like listen to the song, like if you want to hear it more clearly or whatever. You don't know who's going to be in that theater with you girls. It could be the most annoying, and there could be people there who are there to troll and just boo the entire time. Like you don't know what you're getting yourselves into. There could be people who are just shouting the whole time who like if you want to sit there and listen. So like if I was a Swiftie, I would go in with a lot of trepidation. And so I don't know. But you know what? If that sounds like fun to you, that is your business.
Yes.
I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money.
Yes.
But my thing is kind of just like, well, and I'm not here to tell Taylor how to spend her money. If she doesn't want to release a full visual album, she surely does not fucking need to. Lord knows the girl works hard enough.
Right.
But if anyone on planet Earth has the resources to truly put out something spellbinding and expensive on the big screen, it is Taylor Swift. And so it's just kind of confusing that that's not what she's doing, especially since the album is so short. It's only 12 tracks, especially since she says it's going to be very cohesive. It's going to be very pop forward. So you want to create a big splash that I would assume includes visually.
Right.
So yeah, I have more. I just have some questions.
Yes,
no one's gonna die.
No,
like,
and I hope
I
hope someone out there listening to us right now goes and sees it and sends us an email and explains what it is and what it was like. Because to me, I just can't even wrap my head around sitting in a theater and watching a lyric video. Like it to me like does not compute. So maybe you're going to have a great time and maybe that'll be wonderful. But to me, it's like you said, if you have something like a visual album and you want to debut it and like put it in theaters, more power to you. I will go see that. I will watch if you've put like a real fucking visual album together. I'll watch that in a movie theater. But then it's like, I'm choosing not to do that. I'm just releasing one music video as a part of this release cycle. Then babe, just do a YouTube countdown. Like make it come out right when the album comes out. We can all watch it from home, stream the album. Everyone's bought every vinyl variant. Why do you need them at the theater? I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
She wants people to go outside. She wants to encourage them to go outside. She did it for the Eras tour. She's like, I guess we'll see.
I guess we will see. Absolutely.
There's truly more pressing things on this planet to discuss. We just talked about one.
Yes.
But yeah, it's just a little perplexing.
A little perplexing, absolutely.
Yeah.
Something that's less perplexing is the fact that the Wicked for Good soundtrack is featuring 2 new songs written by Stephen Schwartz for Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. Which, before we get into the titles, weren't we told initially that they like co-wrote these songs? Because it seems like they did not.
Remember that? Yeah, but also weren't there 3?
I thought there were more than 2. Okay, so I guess we'll
lying to us.
Someone's lying. We'll keep an eye out for additional press releases. But the 2 new songs written by Schwartz for the second film are "No Place Like Home," performed by Ariva as Elphaba, and "The Girl in the Bubble," performed by Grande as Galinda. So these are expected to be Oscar eligible, unlike any of the songs from the first movie, which had added verses but no completely new songs, understandably. And the question is, are these new songs going to be like a Dreamgirls Listen or like a Les Mis Suddenly? I feel like those are the 2 sides of the coin. You can either knock it out of the park and be like, we're updating Wicked everywhere to add these new songs. These are brilliant moments. Or suddenly it's here.
Yeah. Yeah. Where it's just kind of like, oh, did we just do this to get nominated for an Oscar? But I trust Stephen. Stephen Schwartz is Stephen Schwartz for a fucking reason. Okay. I would hope these songs are really great. He's given us brilliant material before.
Yes.
The titles, I'm hoping the melodies are great and the lyrics are great. The titles just are a little like you're like a song for Wicked, and you're gonna have a song called "No Place Like Home." I don't know.
It seems a little.
A little.
It's a little first thought. It's like first blur.
Sure, it's kind of like, I know it's Wicked, the movies, it's not a PG-13 version, it's a PG version, but like, where's the edge, I'm not asking for like a like a Pussycat Dolls title or something. I'm not asking for like a If You Seek Amy title here for these songs, but maybe just a little I don't know.
I mean, now that I think of it, maybe the lyric to No Place Like Home like flips the idea of it. Like there's no place for me that's like a home. It's like Elphaba's version of that. Maybe there's something there. Like there's a way to make the song be more interesting than the title suggests.
Oh, of course. I have no doubt about that. If these songs slap, they slap. Who cares about these titles? But it's just at first glance you see, and you're kind of just like, oh. And knowing how sometimes like a song written for a movie musical, that's going to be in contention for Oscar consideration and everything. You're kind of just like, I hope we just didn't go the easy route with these songs.
100%.
We gave a little complexity, maybe some interesting. What kind of chords? Minor, augmented, something.
Ooh,
something
beautiful.
A little something. Yeah, is there a minor augmented? Is that a thing?
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could get an augmented minor on there for you.
An augmented minor.
Yes, absolutely.
I used to know all that shit. When I took music theory in high school, I was so good at it. That all slipped out of my brain.
I know, but when I did it in college, I had piano fresh on the mind, and so I don't do this, kids. Didn't go to any of the classes. Came in for the final. Got a name. It was great.
And you spent so much money.
I know. There were more helpful classes at that school, but yeah, I mean, come on, you know how it feels. Movement, voice, the things you majored in. So I get it. Speaking of Broadway, Dreamgirls is having a Broadway revival that's planned for fall of 2026. 5-time Tony Award nominee Camille A. Brown will direct and choreograph, and a worldwide talent search will be held to find the 3 lead actresses, which makes a lot of sense. I am just wondering, is there also a talent search for Effie's brother? Because here I am.
Here you are.
Here I am. Cece. I guess I'm probably a little old for Cece, but hey.
No, you will look just as young as whatever guy they get to be in there. Like you can absolutely audition for it.
Email us at 2gaymats@gmail.com if you'd like more information on me as Cece. Hopefully there's limited dancing. That's not my strong suit. But writing a song.
Cece does not dance.
Great. So if you need someone who looks like they can write a song and can sing his fucking face off, you're looking at your Cece.
Hey, you are absolutely perfect for it. Let's go.
Imagine you off Broadway, me on Broadway. Iconic.
Okay, but the thing is, this is far in the future. Imagine I'm the gay Matt in LA holding down the fort, like going to your house and plugging in your computer and everything, and you use my setup that I have here in New York.
That would be something. That'd be like some
places.
That should have been the plot of Freakier Friday. I feel like they really missed the boat. That really should have been it. There's one last Broadway related thing. Oh my God, so many of my news articles. Okay, the way I do the news is I'm on my my Google Chrome or whatever on my phone, and then I pull the news story up and read from there. And so many of them, I've forgotten that they were supposed to be news articles, and I just was going to the Mariah boards to see what they're saying about Here for It All and the fact that she performed at the iHeartRadio Festival, whatever. So if there's a little bit of a hiccup in me finding the news, that's why. But the last...
because, ladies and gentlemen, we discovered that Matt Palmer still goes on message boards on his desktop computer.
Look!
For Mariah Carey. These are people he's had a parasocial relationship with for decades. Okay, probably before some of you people were born.
They're different people now because, again, I've moved from the Friends of Mariah message board to Pulse Music board, which is
they
more
were toxic
general.
at Friends of Mariah. They were toxic down
They
there.
were too. They were just sometimes when you're such a big fan that you criticize everything they do, it's like, well, are you a fan? I just didn't. So I had to. Not to say I don't know what's happening on FOMM now. Maybe they're better, but there was a time where I couldn't take it. But long story short is yes, as an album is releasing, my knee-jerk reaction is go to the board, see what the people are saying. Matt Steele, I think, is implying you should just be on Twitter and see what people are saying. But I don't want to be on Twitter. And Threads, they're not giving me the.
It's a scary place to see what people are saying.
Exactly, and I don't want to be on. I don't know if I found the right Mariah section of Threads or whatever. So yes, I still go to the old school OG boards to see how people are feeling, and they feel like a safe space for me. All right.
All right.
The last
Broadway news.
Yes, last Broadway news. The last Broadway news article is about Constance Wu. She called out Andrew Barth Feldman over the maybe happy ending casting controversy, which I really thought we kind of put a nail in when we found out that Darren Criss was going to be coming back to the role in like a month or two. But Constance Wu took to her Instagram stories and basically said, Andrew Barth Feldman reached out to me to talk, and we had an in-depth phone call about Asian American representation and erasure in theater. It was a peaceful call, and we spoke at length, followed up by several emails and texts. It made me hopeful. But after a recent voice memo he sent me, all I can say is I am so disappointed in him and feeling pretty discouraged. It's hard to keep speaking up when it feels like no one is listening anymore. It's exhausting and increasingly lonely. Once again, Asian Americans are left unheard, unacknowledged, invisible. Sadly, we're used to this. So I didn't know. I mean, had she previously called out the fact that a white person was cast in this role? Like, I didn't know how Constance Wu played into this show in the first place, besides obviously being a very popular Asian American actress.
Well, I want to know, what the fuck did he say in that voice memo to have her go on the internet and like call and like drag this actors like what did he, because like, you know, if like you were friendly with someone and you know they you know, you can, like, he was like reaching out to her, they were having a discussion about it or whatever, and so I guess they were like on friendly terms and everything. Sure. But to then go online and just be like, you know what, fuck this guy, fuck this actor, fuck this guy. Like, what did he say in this voice memo that would like cause her to do this? Because like, if he like decided to, you know, I don't know what he could have possibly done, but like you would think she would just kind of be like, okay, well, you know, he didn't listen to me, whatever, it's fine, right? Just like let it go. But she was like, no, I'm gonna take to Instagram, right? It's honestly. Spoiler alert for Messy White Gays. I'm sorry, Drew Drogi. I'm just giving the whole play away. There's also a Constance Wu reference in this show.
I love it. This is all very timely. Clearly, they worked together. They knew Constance Wu would be in the news again.
Yeah, I'm telling you, everything gets referenced in this play. It's wild. But yeah, so I want to, like, what did he say?
I need to know. For me, it kind of felt like reading between the lines that in their initial conversations, he said he was going to quit the show or like step down and like whatever. Oh. And it seems like, and then he was like, LOL, JK, I'm not doing that. That was again.
What if that was the voice, my LOL, JK?
That was literally just my reading into the way that she talked about this. That's how I felt, but maybe I'm wrong there. But like, yeah, I do. I mean, it would be so messy of her to release the voice memo. But I'd want to listen. But I'd listen. Yes. Oh, Jesus.
Because it's hard to really know how to feel about it because it's like, I truly don't know what was said.
Yes.
And so like my mind is ranging from like, oh, he said the most mild thing and she's totally going off the deep end, or he like threatened her or something. Like my mind is running the gamut from like A to Z of what the possibilities are. I doubt that it's those two extremes, but still, it's just interesting to imagine. Yeah, I don't know, but whew.
I will keep tabs on it. I would like to keep, if this ever comes up again, we get more information, please know I will bring it to Two Gay Mats because I'm invested.
All right. Well, I'm only in the off-Broadway community. I'm not in the Broadway community yet. No. But one day.
Maybe there's like an off-Broadway group chat they can be in, and maybe someone will know the deeds as to what happened there.
Fuck. How do I get in that group chat?
Yeah. Demi Lovato has announced her new album. It's called It's Not That Deep. She has shared the release date. It's featuring 11 new tracks. It's executive produced by Zone, who's worked with Charlie XCX and Kylie Minogue. And I believe it's coming out mid-October. It says the date is released, but I can't. Oh, October 24th. The first single is Fast. We listened to that on Patreon, and it's very good. And then right as I'm like, I don't love the title. I hate that I feel like she's turning on Holy Fuck. Like, I feel like she's talking about how, music used to be so cathartic for me, but I'm in such a happy place. I'm just having fun. And it's like, I love a fun album, but is it just fun when you have that voice on you? But then I listened to the new single Here All Night and I was like, well, this is excellent. So maybe I need to shut my mouth. She knows what she's doing.
And guys, like me and Matt Palmer were like, should we react to this music video and song for Patreon? Maybe. And we were like all set to like not do it. Totally. No shade. Like, we love you guys, but like we were tired. But we were just like, whatever, we'll just do it. And then we did it and it was like, woo, I just woke right back up.
I know. That is an excellent song.
It's great.
And the fact that we're 2 out of 11, like, and both are A+, I think this might be a fucking banger on banger kind of album. So the thing is, it's like we are doing Mariah and then Taylor and on the 3rd. Should we do a second album in October? We did 2 in September with Mariah and Jay. Do we do 2 in October? Do reactions to both Taylor and Demi? Maybe we do.
Oh, I'm exhausted already.
I know.
I'm going to have to do these reactions to albums in New Jersey. I'm going to have to go home to New Jersey to do it because I don't want to be screaming like in this apartment
exactly
like, past 1 a.m.
I know. So everyone, we'll see about that. We'll all do our best. But yes, long story short, Here All Night is fucking fantastic. And if you haven't listened to it, definitely do. And I'm very much looking forward to our album, despite what I thought 5 minutes prior to hearing that song.
That's because the song's so fucking good.
It's great. It's great. Oh, and speaking of great songs, great albums, great artists that are releasing this year, Miss Cardi B is back in the headlines and in our ears. She has released finally her follow-up to Invasion of Privacy, which came out in 2018. The new album, Am I the Drama, is out. The new single with Kalani that I reacted to on our YouTube channel is a song called Safe. It is a good song, and but I was kind of listening, hoping for some more up-tempo stuff. I would recommend listening to her collaboration with Lizzo, where Lizzo is singing Four Non Blondes. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. That song or whatever. What's up? I think it's what that song. Yes. Yeah. And I also would recommend, she samples Janet on 2 separate songs. One is Funny How Time Flies. The other is Principle, which samples The Pleasure Principle. And also, even though I don't know Bia, who is like the artist, the rapper that I guess Cardi is shading throughout Pretty and Petty, but man, the roast, the disses are so fucking funny, but also like, ooh, I feel so bad for this girl. She is really getting talked about poorly on this song. Apparently she said something about Cardi's kid culture, and that's why Cardi felt the need to really respond as harshly as she did. But I mean, sometimes a diss track is excellent. Like it could be Cardi's Obsessed. Like it sounds like this could be a hit. Sure. And it just sucks that this poor girl, I mean, who knows, maybe started this, is really going to be discussed in a negative light around it. But unfortunately, Pretty and Petty is excellent. So that's that one.
Okay.
Thank
you for your artistry.
Exactly. I listened to her and Kelly Rowland's interview, and it was so fun. It's just like, it's a lesson on media training, because Matthew Knowles had those girls media trained within an inch of their life. And so Kelly's there just like, oh my goodness, I love your album, Bodega. Baddie is one of my favorites. And like, you're just so real and authentic. And Cardi's just like, the least media trained person. She's all personality. She talks like she's your best friend. And so many of the things she said, like Cardi's just like, yeah, and honestly at that point I just wanted to punch him in the throat. And Kelly's like, she's like, it is literally like 2 different worlds of stardom and how they came up. And it's a great conversation. It's on Spotify. And I think it's also cool just the idea of Kelly Rowland being kind of an interviewer. Like she has so much history in the industry. Like it would be great to see her interview up and coming artists, because it's like they trust her and she is, very poised and obviously gorgeous. I don't know. I think that would be a cool lane for her to, go into if she feels the need.
She can do whatever she wants. She's Kelly the Rowland.
I have some Summer House news. Should I save it for 2 gay minutes because you don't care?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then next up, you might not care about this, but the Try Guys Ned has returned to the internet. This is the cheater man who was in the Try Guys, but he was known as the wife guy who'd always talk about his wife and how much he loved her, and then he cheated on her with an employee. I think this was 3 years ago now, and kind of fell off the planet. Even though before I moved, he lived very close to me, and I would run into him. I never said anything, obviously, but I would see him in my old neighborhood, which I won't tell you what it is, but whatever. He was not off my radar, but he is back in the public eye because he has launched a podcast entitled Rock Bottom. This is a podcast where he basically, I guess every week is going to invite people who have gone through big hardships or like had people, the public turn on them and like discuss their lives and how they got through it. But the first episode guest was his wife, Ariel. And so they basically discussed the state of their relationship, how she found out about the affair. The thing is, I wouldn't recommend listening on his channel because it's like, I don't want to give Ned Fulmer money. I don't want to be like, but I did a lot of TikToks reposted a lot of that interview. And because I love nothing more than like a divorce interview. Like, I know you hate these episodes of John and Kate, but the episodes where they're getting divorced, that is television, baby. That is TV.
It's because the John and Kate divorce, I was so invested in them as just a family. It was such an innocent, lovely show where it was like Kate takes, what's it like when you bring 8 kids to the grocery store and you have to find the best sale on grapes you can find. Like that was what the show was. And then it just became so dark, and it was just so hard. But like something like this, where I'm not like, I truly don't know, I don't know this guy. I did not watch Try Guys or anything. Where I'm not like, I wasn't like invested in his relationship with his wife. I'll check that out.
Maybe it's similarly dark, but I think the upside of it is she comes off amazingly, and he comes off like a sniveling little loser. Like he was like, so she's like, so many people have asked me, do I forgive you for what you did? And no, I don't. Fuck no. And it's just like, yes, get it. It's just like, why should she? She's like, we have not had a romantic relationship for 3 years, but we are friendly. We are co-parents. We have these beautiful children that we will always take care of. But like oh my God, she's like, you know, half of the reason I wanted to do this is like, this scandal becoming so big has taken over my life. Even though I have moved on from it, I have gone on dates, I have seen other people. When I go into a new space, I know that's all they're thinking about. So I wanted to be able to take the power back from what you did to me. And then he's like, I hate that society has done that to you. And it's like, bitch, is your name Society? No. You did this.
You did that to me, sir.
You did that to me. And she's like, I remember when a fan sent me the picture, I thought it was your sister. And I feel like such an idiot, but I just believed in our love so much. I was so naive. And it's like, oh my God. But it's like, she is strong. She has moved on from this. She's like, I don't want to be in the public eye anymore. I don't want to be on the internet anymore. I just want to live a life.
I was about to be like, make her the new Bachelorette.
Honestly, I mean, after Taylor Frankie Paul put up Ariel Fulmer, I would watch the shit out of it. And they're clearly picking people with pasts. I would watch it, but it does seem like she doesn't want that. But I just justice for her. She went through so much, and none of it was her fault. She's the mom to these 2 young kids. He blew up their life, not just personally, but also professionally. Because then it's like, okay, all our income was the fact that you were the co-owner of this business that you've now had to resign from because you were cheating on me with an employee. Like that poor woman. I think she is stronger than many people in the fact that she can maintain an even cordial relationship with him. So kudos to her. And,
well, I mean, she has to, you know, they have kids, and so they have to, you know,
absolutely.
Work it out.
No, it's good that she is, but you know, I feel like it would be hard for many of us. Kids are no kids. Sabrina Carpenter is going to be hosting and performing on SNL, I believe, on in mid-October, maybe October 18th or something. But I think that's exciting.
I'll be in town.
Oh, there you go. You could just stop over to Studio 6H and it's 30 Rock and just, you know, support her from the audience.
Have they announced the guest host?
She's the host. She's both the host and
she's hosting and the music.
Yeah, she's doing both.
Well, if she needs an understudy. If she needs a messy gay understudy, then
I think that that's what you should be doing in your time in New York, just finding other places that you can understudy. Because I think the 3 tracks aren't enough. I feel like you really need to be understudying every major performer in the city. I think that'd be really beautiful.
I mean, hey, I'll be the Maureen Moore of like off Broadway and SNL and like other non-Broadway gigs.
Who's
I'll be the Maureen Moore, or she was always Bernadette Peters understudy and like all her stuff. Or like the J. Armstrong Johnson, like a big like cover, who's actually my old roommate. Fun fact.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah,
that could be you.
I'll be that guy. They'll be like, that guy. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm that guy. You know how like people walk up to me and they're like, you're on TikTok, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm that guy.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that for you. I think that's a great new direction. Someone else that, you know, is doing great things, Ray. She's released her new song, Where's My Husband, which I think had been kind of going viral on TikTok. She's announced her, I know, which is just such a funny, that's the one she's like, I would like a ring. She just goes on like that. It's great. And she has announced a global tour for 2026, and something as a part of the tour announcement is like, also you can pre-order my new album. There's not a release date yet. It's not completely done, but it's legit coming. So I think we might be getting new Ray in early 2026 as well. So everyone mark your calendars.
Car thieves be damned.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, was hers a car thief too? Oh, and I saw they caught Beyonce's car thief. They arrested some guy in Atlanta who's
electric chair.
I'd like to interview him though and be like, how are the songs? Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I'm a part of the problem. But I mean, the question has to be asked. How are the songs?
How are the songs, sir? Come on, 2 Gay Mats, whatever your name is.
Yes, we'd love to talk to you. And then
if you're the guest on 2 Gay Mats, we will defend you in court. We will be your lawyers, so we can help you get off.
I didn't say that, but Matt Steele will. Lastly, Robert Redford passed away at 89. Very big actor. Were you inspired?
I mean, Ordinary People is one of my favorite movies of all time. The movie that he directed, won his Academy Award for. And Matt Palmer, I tell you all the fucking time, you need to see the movie Ordinary People because it has your favorite thing in it. It's a therapy movie, a family therapy movie.
I do like that.
You would absolutely love it. Like Timothy Hutton, Academy Award nominated performance. Or Academy Award winning performance. Sorry, he's the youngest man to win an Oscar, an acting Oscar. Donald Sutherland probably gives one of my top 5 favorite male performances, literally of all time. Like truly, I love his performance so much. And fucking Mary Tyler Moore, who's such a genius in this movie, so fucking incredible. Judd Hirsch is great. Like everyone, this movie is excellent. Big fan of Robert Redford. And yeah, just a giant legacy. Had a man of so many talents. He could act, he could direct, but could he understudy? Don't know. He didn't have to because he was so hot. He just got cast right away.
And 89 years, a long, beautiful life, leaving behind a great legacy. I love that. So do you have any other news for idiots you'd want to share with the people?
Don't think so. This was a long one, girls.
I told you there were a lot of news happening this week. Okay, so let's take a quick break and then we'll be back with more 2K Mats, the podcast.
Guys. Matt Palmer said I was speaking very sultry just now.
You can hear it on the last half of last podcast too. It's basically as it gets later, you're more concerned about making too much noise in that apartment. And so you're
I shouldn't be.
No, I think it's probably fine, especially because it's an apartment with really thick walls. Like you never hear anyone, do you?
Occasionally I do, but like not really. I don't know. Right. It's just an abundance of caution.
Yes.
And so I promise my energy will be up.
But no, I think it's fine you can be energetic and quiet. And I think it's respectful that you're like subletting from someone else and you don't want to be like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I get that.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But maybe the second half of the 2 Gay Mats podcast will just be the one where we just lull you to sleep.
Yeah. Just a little, our dulcet tones.
Oh yeah. Wouldn't you all love that? Just listening to a smooth.
Some people would like it. I wouldn't like it.
Ugh, I fucking hate ASMR. Fucking
I know.
shit.
Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to or watching the podcast. That means so much to us. We want to make sure as many people get this podcast as possible. So make sure to go to your Apple Podcast and Spotify and leave us a 5-star rating or review. We do only accept 5 stars. We just want to make sure it reaches the most people and it helps in both those algorithms so much. Also, if you enjoy us, go to patreon.com/2gaymats where you're going to get so much new content from us. You'll be the first one to hear our album reactions without edits in the songs for the upcoming Mariah album, for the upcoming Taylor album, for the Jade album. It's been up there for like a week and a day. It's still not on YouTube. It's a beautiful place to be. You can join the Discord, meet friends you haven't met yet. And lastly, I keep meaning to mention this and I didn't last week. Go to 2gaymatslive.com. We have a survey up now since we don't have a live show happening anytime soon. A survey that will be helpful as far as getting more advertisers on the audio version of this podcast. So if you walk through that survey and tell us the things you like, you're interested in, what you would, the kind of ads you'd want to see and listen to on the show, just go walk through the survey. We want to get at least 100 people doing it. And I think we've got around like 50 because I have not promoted it at all. So that changes today.
That changes today, guys.
It does.
All right. So we are on to Email My Heart. And this is the section of the podcast where we answer any questions that you guys might have. You can be a part of Email My Heart if you email us at 2gaymats@gmail.com. 2 is spelled TWO. First email is not a question, but you may recall from the incredible podcast that we gave you guys last week. Or was it the podcast where we talked about this? Like, someone asked, I
think it was the podcast. I think it was the podcast.
Okay, it was the podcast. One of us asked, like, does Chat GPT know who I am? Like if you were to type in Matt Steele, does ChatGPT know? And so the wonderful Alyssa emailed us and said, "Hey Matt, I'm sure I can't be the only one who ran to my handy dandy ChatGPT app while listening to the pod this week. I'd like to confirm that ChatGPT does in fact know who Matt Steele is, and I guess also Matt Palmer, based off my quick search. Screenshot attached. How does it feel to be famous enough that AI knows you? LOL." So Alyssa sent the screenshot basically asking, "Hey chat, do you know who Matt Steele is?" And there were a few answers that came up. It says, "Which Matt Steele do you mean? There are a few. Is it the pop culture YouTuber / podcaster from Two Gay Mats?"
Yes.
Yes, it is. Is it the indie film / TV actor? It is sometimes. Is it the fitness guy / model? Some people seem to think so, but no, that actually isn't me.
Right, yeah.
And it also asks, is it someone else, local to you, a teacher, etc.? Give me a hint and I'll put in the right info. So I would say that is a gallon of water well wasted.
Oh my God.
You know?
Look, I mean, I think
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it as well. And like, yes, AI it's good that they can find all this information about us, but it's a little scary also that they can find this information about us. I might have mentioned this in the podcast before, but like we were offered, like we're on a couple of sites where it's like, oh, if you have brand deals, come send our way. One of them was like, hey, could you send us hours and hours of footage of you guys talking unedited and we can start training AI with it? And I was like, I can't do that. I don't want to send you that footage. I don't want there to be 2 AI Matts running around in the world. What if their content's better than ours? We can't have that.
We can't have that, guys. Like, what if they look younger than us?
Ugh,
what if they stay the same? What if like Jake Gyllenhaal's girlfriends, all of the, like they stay the same age, and we just get older?
True. I know. But honestly, you look at us back when we were younger. We look better now. So that AI's got nothing on us.
Nothing. Fuck them. Mm-mm. All right. So
is half of that lighting? Yes, but that still counts.
Absolutely. But this question, actually, speaking of getting older, this next question is from Adrian. And Adrian says, "Hi, both. Hope you're doing well. Big fan of the podcast and would love to get your thoughts on this topic. I turned 36 this year, and for the first time, I'm noticing signs of aging that are bothering me. For context, I've always looked younger my whole life, and up to now, I've not been getting too concerned or bothered about getting older, aside from the mini freak out I had at age 27. Recently, I want to hear more about that. Let's go. But recently, when I look in the mirror, I see some deeper lines on my forehead. My hair receding, my skin feels puffier and more droopy. I also have regular lower back issues. I can't eat certain foods anymore as I've developed intolerances over the years, and when I do anything too physical, it can really exhaust me. Basically, aging sucks. Right now, I don't have any financial means for anything like Botox, and I'd love a hair transplant one day when I need it, but the prices terrify me. I'm working on exercising more and eating healthier, but sometimes find it hard to get motivation and to be consistent. I'd love to get your advice on how to remain positive and happy as we age, how to stay healthy, any beauty tips you recommend, and how to work on your state of mind to not get depressed about the inevitable. You both look fantastic. What's your secrets?" Adrian,
lighting.
You look fantastic as well. And lighting, truly. Truly.
I guess the only thing that I would say is like if you can moisturize and or wear an SPF every day, that's going to help you. Just like when you are going outside, the sun is not your friend. So even if you're not going to the beach, throw on some sunscreen that's for your face, throw it on your body. Also moisturize when you can, especially when you're, after taking a shower or something. I moisturize every day. It's very much, I feel like every Black person, moisturizes every day, and you should too. I feel like that is probably like a low cost way to get started. Hopefully, when the time comes, if you do feel the need to like for a Botox or like a treatment, like you will have the monetary funds for it at that point. But I think you're already doing something well. You're like, I'm recognizing these foods don't agree with me anymore. I'm avoiding that. I'm trying to get my exercise in. Try to go on walks. Add walking into your routine. It's also cheap and low impact and helpful as far as like staying sturdy. And I know that this is a dark way to think about it, but to me, it's like, I always am like, the number scares me less than like one day my face is going to look different. And like, I recognize, like that feels scarier to me than like, oh, I'm now this age. But also, and maybe this is dark though, but it's a good way to like keep yourself back down to earth about it. It's better than the other option. like, you are still with us. You are still valid. You still have a long, long life ahead of you. So many people in the world are not going to live as long as you are going to live. So even though it's not fun, my knee has been hurting me on and off this past week. And I'm like, oof, what am I going to do about that? And hoping it goes away. And it hasn't yet. But I think, again, the alternative is much worse. And I'm just excited and that we can live and express and be in this life, because so many people were gone too soon and sooner than, had less time on this planet than we have. So I know that's kind of high level, but like that does kind of keep me grounded when I get concerned about that kind of thing.
Yeah. Listen, as someone who was diagnosed with arthritis in my neck this year, let me tell you, some existential crises did happen, because I was just like, oh, this will never feel the same. Like it just will never feel the same. Like, it's been about a year since I've started feeling it now. So like for an entire year and it's truly like, I only feel it when I turn my head,
right? But
still, it's just like, it's it just felt so daunting. And I was just like, oh my God. Also, like, let me tell you, when the second I turned 30, girl, the amount of times I had to pee between the hours of 8 p.m. and midnight, Jesus Christ. I was the Niagara Falls, okay? And so it just like, that was like very eye-opening, and just like, oh, my body, like, it just expels every liquid in my body, like for hours at a time. That was very like eye-opening and everything. But yeah, in terms of like, and it's just stuff that like, you will have these little existential crises, and then you'll just get used to it. Like, I truly don't even think about my neck anymore. I just like take my little magnesium and call it a day. And you just like give yourself things to really focus on. Luckily, like, I've been very busy this year, like professionally and like personally and everything like that. So like, I've had other things that I love doing that I've been doing, and like focusing on all that. And yeah, in terms of like the physical stuff, girl, hate to break it to you, just stop drinking, all of you. Oh! I'm telling you, it ages me so much. I'm telling you all, and I know y'all don't want to hear it, but it's true. Okay, listen. Either sacrifice your face or sacrifice the beer. All right. Or the champagne if you're Matt
My
Palmer.
face looks great. Thank you. With champagne.
Listen, not all of us are like genetically designed to tolerate the sun, okay? Listen, some of us age much. I am a messy white gay, okay? Yes. I will age much quicker if I start drinking, okay? I've never had a sip of alcohol in my life, and I attest that, and I attest my youthful looks to that. But also, remember, like, you see us every week on the internet and everything. We are lighting ourselves. I don't know if you've seen my Instagram or whatever. Like, I am truly picking the best lit pictures.
100%. It's like
there are pictures in my camera roll that will never see the fucking light of day, girl, because.
Right.
Because
no one looks.
It's an illusion, all right?
Yes, it's all an illusion. And it's like, sure, we don't do the face tuning of it all, but like the lighting's pretty fucking close. Like, there are ways to get yourself shot and looking great. Like, no one is putting out their truest self. Like, I'm sure when you meet people in person versus what you see on the internet, it's not always going to be exactly the same. And so, yes, just know that what you're seeing is like, truly, we've tried different things, tried different angles, and landed here for a reason. But like, thank you for saying we look great. If you saw us in person, be like, you look fine. And like, that's fine.
Yeah. Also, like a retinol, I think is like I started using that like a year ago, and that's really been good for me. But yeah, moisturizer with SPF.
Retinol was too harsh for me. I put it on. I put on stuff on my skin, and I'm like, oh, I'm breaking out now. So whatever I thought I was fixing, I get.
Yeah, you got the hive. You get the hives, girl.
I do get the hives. That's no fun. So, also, I just love that the oldest thing about you is arthritis in your neck, and the oldest thing about me, visiting message boards. Like, I didn't even realize until today that is like my sign of aging, is that I'm just like, what are they saying on the boards? But now I know, I guess.
The fact that I'm making my younger understudy partner run the TikTok, I'm just like, girl.
Too old.
And he's not that young. I mean, I think he's only like 3 years younger than me.
Right.
But still, I'm just like, no, girl, you do the TikTok. I'm good. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess we're on to 2 gay minutes. Can I go first? Because I feel like I never have a 2 gay minutes, and I do this week.
Yeah, let's do it. Hold on. I got to search my computer for an online timer.
Okay.
Because, or stopwatch, I guess.
I mean, I can time myself. I'll just look at the timer. I don't want to have to edit this.
You're fucking cheat. Are you kidding me?
I'm not. I promise not to cheat. I don't want.
I got one.
Do you have one? Okay. All right.
It's on my computer. Yeah, because I can't do it on my phone because my phone's recording.
Right.
All right. Matt Palmer. So this is 2 Gay Minutes. This is the section of the podcast where one of the Matts rambles about something the other Matt doesn't give a shit about for 2 minutes. And Matt Palmer's 2 Gay Minutes starts now.
Guys, there's going to be a new Summer House spinoff. If you don't know, Summer House is a show on Bravo that centers around people who live in New York, but summer in the Hamptons. And so every weekend they drive up to their summer house and have fun and, costume parties and drink and whatever. This show's been on for 10 years, much like Vanderpump Rules and The Valley. They've needed to graduate a few of these cast members because they're like getting older and getting married and having babies. And that's like kind of going against the conceit of the show of like, oh, we party all the time. And so they announced In the City, which is going to feature Lindsay Hubbard, Kyle, and Amanda. And it's also going to be bringing back Andrea, who was great and like a possible love interest for Paige, but she ended up going with Greg. Whatever. Andrea is now married, so it's going to be following them in the city and discussing their real lives as they grow and like have kids and expand family. I'm excited about this. I think this is something that like a lot of Bravo fans have wanted to see. I am concerned and sad that this happened after Paige had left Summer House. Like they could have done this a couple of years ago, and she'd probably still be in with the network and be on this TV show because she again is the biggest star of the Summer House universe, and the fact that she's not on it feels like a big miss. I wonder what they're going to do with Carl, because Carl is the person who Lindsay was engaged to. They had a very big falling out, but he is also, I think, of all the cast members, like one of the oldest. So I'm like, they're probably not going to have him back on Summer House or on In the City, which is tough. How's he going to make money? That Soft Bar, which is a non-alcoholic bar he opened in Brooklyn, is that going to make him enough money for the rest of his life? I don't know. And lastly, why is Sierra not on this show? I think it's weird. Sierra and Amanda are very close friends. I get that she's not like engaged or married or like having a baby, but like, is she just going to be on Summer House still and just glaring daggers down, West's face for the next 5 years? I don't get what they're doing with Sierra. She's great, and I want to see more of her. I would rather her be in the city, but if she's going to be on Summer House, you got to bring friends of hers in there so she's not just there with those guys. Justice for Sierra.
15 seconds.
That's all I have.
Justice for Sierra. Just keep repeating justice for Sierra for 10 seconds.
I think people would not want to hear that. But yes, no, I'm excited at the fact that it's happening. I'm sad Paige isn't involved. And I just wonder, when's this premiering? What's happening with Carl? I don't know. I have a lot of questions about it, but it makes sense. Everyone needs to go from Vanderpump to Valley at some point, and so In the City will be the Summer House version of that.
All right. I feel like the Bravo world is just nothing. It's just spin-offs of spin-offs.
I guess it is because Vanderpump was a spinoff of Housewives of Beverly Hills, and then The Valley is a spinoff of Vanderpump Rules. Some people call Summer House a spinoff of Vanderpump Rules just because it had a weird backdoor pilot, but I'm like, I don't think that really counts as a spinoff, but whatever. It's neither here nor there. These are my feelings. Okay. Don't okay me. Dude, you've spent weeks on weeks telling me every minutia about Big Brother, and you can't spend 2 minutes listening to me discuss the Bravo spinoffs.
Excuse me, I just did. Don't tell me what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. All right. So, guys, mine is about Big Brother, which this is the second to last one.
Oh, wait, is it over next week?
It's over the 28th.
Oh, I did not realize how many people are in that house right now.
There's 5. They're down to the top 5.
Really? Oh, I didn't realize we were so far into the season. Okay, sorry.
And I'm going to be recording this podcast during the finale.
Yay, lucky you. All right, 2 minutes are on the clock. This is what I do for
you people. All right,
ready?
2 minutes are on the clock.
Set.
Yes.
Start.
Okay, so I'm officially eating my words when I said that this entire season is going to be tanked after the White Locust twist that got Rachel out. But guys, not only is the end game really good, but everyone kind of agrees that this is one of the most fun end games the show has ever had. Usually the show gets really, really boring around this time, but it absolutely hasn't, and that is all due to a cheating man. And Vince and Morgan are still hot and heavy after pretending like they're not. The viewers see it, the cast sees it, Zingbot saw it. Morgan used her amazing powers of persuasion to force Vince to put up his number 2 ally, Lauren. During the double eviction, Vince did luck out when Lauren won the Big Brother blockbuster, and the house stupidly decided to vote out Kelly instead of Keanu, which I don't understand, but whatever. Kelly exited the house, calling Vince out for all of his final 2 deals, solidifying the notion that Vince could very easily lose due to a bitter jury, which I'm excited about, which would be kind of fun. Then she had probably the most charming and natural and genuinely funny exit interview that the show has seen in years. I love Kelly, and I don't give a fuck. You can drag me for it. But Lauren's luck completely ran out literally minutes later during the double eviction when Morgan won HOH, put her up, and sent her out the door. Once again, getting exactly what she wanted. Spoiler alert, so turn off if you don't know. Vince won the next HOH very easily, and he put up Keanu, who always believed Vince was with him, once again burning another Alliance member. Morgan won the veto, solidifying Keanu's final demise, which I'm kind of happy about because while he was a fun character and I do enjoy him, I don't want future players who are casual viewers going into future seasons trying to play the game like Keanu. He was a compelling character, but a great Big Brother player. Girl, he was not, but he was just great at competitions. Chances are Morgan is winning the entire season deservedly, unless Ashley works a miracle or unless Vince cuts Morgan at the final 3 seconds. Also, last night, Vince and Morgan had a very coded discussion about Vince maybe leaving his girlfriend for Morgan, maybe them dating in the future, but it was very
2
coded,
minutes.
using weird language, and I'm just very compelled by this.
All right, that was over 2 minutes.
Well, whatever. You went and talked more than 2 minutes.
I'm glad I'm surprised you were so like off the season. I'm so glad the end game is better than you thought it was going to be.
Oh my God, it's great. It's great, and yeah. So
who saw that coming?
I know it's truly been a season of just absolutely horrendous gameplay, but yet entertainment, and so I'm down for that.
I love that. Yeah. It's a TV show at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So are we on to Travis Tracks?
We're on to Travis Tracks. This is not the craziest Travis Tracks we got going on here, but so this is where I go through my playlist that I made for my roommate Travis, who doesn't know anything about pop music, and he's going song by song, giving his opinion on each song. Right now we are into 2012-ish era. Okay. So we are on to "We Are Never Getting Back Together" by Taylor Swift.
Come on.
He says very solid.
He knew the song.
For Travis, he knew the song, but yeah. But he says, "I wish I had her determination. I like the talking part where she's like, this is exhausting."
Yes.
Okay. Then we get onto "Locked Out of Heaven" by Bruno Mars.
My king.
And he just says, enjoyable, but no strong reaction. Yeah. But then we get on to "When I Was Your Man" by Bruno Mars. And he says, "I feel like this is what everyone wants their ex to sing to them." Yeah, Travis, that is correct. But then he says, "Totally fine song."
Some would call it a classic. Some would call it perfection.
Some people would be us, but not Travis. So then we get on to "Y'all Know I Love Mumford & Sons."
Oh, and Jesus.
So I had to listen. It was an Album of the Year award winner. Okay, so I got to include the song "I Will Wait," which is a fucking gorgeous and glorious piece of fucking music. And he says, "I like the beginning and the fast parts, and it's catchy, but I did get a little bored, to be honest."
I don't know that song, so I can't.
You never heard "I will wait for you"?
Maybe I did, but a lot of that
beautiful.
music sounded pretty similar to me.
All right, well, I'll send you the Travis Tracks playlist, and you can fucking listen to it. Okay,
I'm all set.
Okay. Another one is "Diamonds" by Rihanna, and he says, "Not my favorite Rihanna, but solid."
Okay. Everyone's getting solid this week, I feel.
I know. This is a very neutral, which is interesting because this was such a good time for music.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the fact that it's not really resonating with Travis is a little disappointing.
Surprising.
So then we go on to "Love Without Tragedy" / "Mother Mary" by Rihanna.
Oh, classic.
And Travis says, "Very sexy and sad and religious. I'm fucking into it."
Yes. All right, taste.
I know. So it's okay, the fact that this is the one he's the most excited about is a little odd, but I fucking love Mother Mary, so I'm proud of him.
Great.
And then we have another classic piece of music by Miss Nicki Minaj called "Stupid Ho."
Classic.
And Travis just says, "So fucking hot."
All right. I mean, he has a lot of feelings about 2 great songs at the very end there, so I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, this wasn't the most enthusiastic that Travis has been about these tracks.
Right.
So, but it's interesting because this was such a good time. We were having so much fun in this era.
We're gonna really have a dip after 2016. So I'm wondering how those are gonna go over with him. Maybe he loves that. I don't know. We'll see.
I know Travis Tracks might become the worst segment of the podcast at some point, but we're still gonna do it because what do? We work.
Yes, absolutely. We do work. We do just that. Right. And is it time for Give Me Moments?
Sure.
All right. Can I go first?
Do you want to go first? You go first. Matt Palmer, what has been giving you moments this week?
Okay, I don't know that this is going to become a segment because I don't know if I'll have a Sex and the City update every week, but I will say I started season 3 and the writing is so much sharper. And in a lot of ways, I was like, oh, wow, this is when the show really picks up steam. I'm excited. Then we got 2 episodes back to back that have, let's say, aged poorly. The first one is the one about bisexuality, where Carrie goes on a date with a guy who like used to date a guy at some point, and she's just like, I'm an old fogey, but like I feel like you've got to be gay or straight. Like I feel like bisexuality is just a stop on the way to gay town, and you're like, oh my, okay, well, this didn't age great. All of the girls, Miranda and Charlotte, are very like, no, you have to dump him. He's kissed a man. And Samantha says something that like makes sense. She's like, what does it matter? He is with you. Like gender, it doesn't really make a difference in the future. And they look at her like she has 3 heads. They're like, nothing you're saying makes sense. And it's like, guys, she's the only one making any sense actually, and you should listen to her. So,
I mean, I hate to break it to you, but like that's the mentality of like a lot of straight women still.
Even like, now, that's wild to me.
Girl, yes, absolutely.
I mean,
yes.
I've heard that straight women are like, oh, I wouldn't want to date a bisexual, which is problematic, absolutely. But the not believing that bisexuality exists and that they're just going to all end up gay. Like, I hope that's no longer the prevailing thought. Like, it certainly isn't the thought to the point of like, we can all publicly say this and think this is cute and fun and funny, and that our crazy friend is the one who's like believes that bisexuals are people. I don't know. I see it personally, but I think at least they're quieter about it now. I don't know.
It's still very much a thing. I mean, even in like within the gay community, there's lots of gay guys who are just like, I'm not dating a bisexual guy, and it's just like, and as someone who truly everyone I've ever seriously dated has been bisexual.
Yes,
opposite
problem.
I have no. I have no concept of saying no to if there's a wonderful person in front of you who wants to date you,
right?
Who you find attractive as well. I have no concept of like what it's like to be like no,
right?
For this, yeah.
It just was a wild take that felt like there's so much of that show felt like, oh, this still hands up and like still stood the test of time, and that episode just really didn't. Of course, she ends up dumping the guy at the very end. But a pro of that is that Alanis Morissette had a cameo in it, so I liked that. That was a great moment for me in that episode. But it also was funny the way that they were talking about like Generation Y. I don't even think the word millennial had come up yet, but they basically were talking like the way that people now talk about Gen Z. It's like, oh, in the future, gender's not even going to be a thing, and they're all going to date each other, and sexuality, you don't have to like put yourself in a box. Like, is that something that every generation does? Just like hoists this imaginary future on the future generations, so that the generations can kind of repeat the same patterns? I don't know. I feel like they said the exact same thing that like an article would say about Gen Z now, and then what happened at the election. I don't know. I feel like we just project a lot on the like upcoming youngest generation, where it's like, no, I think there are just as many closed-minded people in every generation, unfortunately.
Sure, each generation comes with their own set of problems, their own set of annoying things that they're going to have to pass off to the next generation. Right. Guys, everyone's annoying. Everyone's fucking annoying.
It's true.
Your generation's annoying. My generation's annoying. We're all annoying.
It's all true. And I will say the follow-up to that episode was the first time in 2.5 seasons that any of the women on the show had a non-white suitor, and that was Samantha dating a black man. And for a while I was like, oh, this is nice. Like, he's so nice, and like his sister is like the head chef at this restaurant. But then as the scenes go on, you're like, oh, it literally is like just so many lines just felt like, oh, there's just clearly no black person in the writer's room. There's just no one there in the writer's room who can say like, this sounds insane and no one would say this. Like this like very professional chef is basically like sits down. Samantha's like, I don't want you dating my brother. I don't want him with a white woman. And then I will not allow it.
I remember seeing this scene. I've seen this scene. Yeah.
It is wild. And then, of course, it ends with them at a club where because Samantha keeps dating the guy. And then at the club, the girl like gets in her face. Is like, what the fuck are you doing here? I told you. And this is, again, a professional like head chef at a restaurant. And then starts like physically assaulting Samantha at a point. They get into a fight. They're broken up. And as they're being broken up, people are yelling, no, guys, you got to keep it real. Keep it real. I'm like, who wrote this? Like, what is the context for keep it real?
That's how you break up a fight. That's how you break up a fight.
By
guys,
yelling. Keep it real at people.
Keep it real. Guys, at the next big protest, I'm just gonna shout into the White House, just keep it real, and then they'll realize the error of their ways.
It was a wild episode, and I'm excited for them to return to their white. It's like a show like Vanderpump Rules. It's like you think you want diversity on it until you see it. And you're like, no, actually, I take back what I said. Like, leave black people out of this. So I'm excited for them to move on because those 2 episodes were tough for me.
Sometimes you need a good satire about whiteness, and that's why you should all buy tickets to Messy White Gays.
Yes. I love that we're always promoting something, whether it be your brother's book or Messy White Gays. Like, we're always here to promote, I think that's
and we're always just like, ugh. Taylor Swift and her cash grabs.
I know. Oh, her cash grabs.
We're just like, fucking give us 5 stars.
Hey, I'll take it. And lastly, I just need to say, for the first time in 3 years, I got a new phone. It's orange. So it kind of matches the Life of a Showgirl era. But
it's the time.
It's the time. I just am excited. I realized that like a lot of these phones are pretty similar. I do think iOS 26 is really cool. I like the liquid glass. I like what I can do with the wallpapers. Now you can expand the clocks and make them taller. I also love that the camera now has like 8x zooming. So like if I go to a concert and like I'm not front row, I still can get great quality footage from the phone. I'm excited to play with it. I just got it yesterday. And I also just started using iCloud because I never did it. And I was always just like, if my phone dies, I'll just lose everything. I'm like, I don't want to lose everything. I should use iCloud, back up my shit to the cloud. Maybe I'll use it instead of Dropbox and I'll put like files there. Cause right now I use Dropbox and I'm like, you don't need both. I feel like, so either way, tell me in the comments below, or if you've like used iCloud and or Dropbox, if you're cool with iCloud, if you think it's a good replacement, because that would be ideal for me. But yes, it's just, I'm a tech boy at heart. I love new technology. And if I'm not in a world where I can buy those Apple Vision Pros, at least I can get a new iPhone,
Exactly. That's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
We love consumerism.
Taylor taught us. She's like, capitalism is the way. Yeah. No downsides to capitalism. Look around. Everything's going great. Matt Steele, what's been giving you moments, darling?
Okay, so I obviously have not had time to like consume anything other than like watching episodes of Big Brother, and like that's literally it. Yes. But I just have to say that this era, I don't want to brag about like, oh, things are going so splendidly for me. I feel like Carrie in Sex and the City. I'm skipping around New York City in my fucking dress and it's beautiful outside. But like, guys, like I am in such a beautiful neighborhood in fucking New York City during the most beautiful time of year in New York City. This is the time. Going to rehearsals for a show, and I'm not even rehearsing. I'm watching people like there's no hardcore pressure on me right now, but like and like it truly like all feels like, and it's just like this is my only job besides like 2 Gay Mats, obviously, because you guys are my first and foremost employers, all of you listening. But like it truly feels like welcome week in college when like you truly had no responsibilities.
Yes.
You were just like, I'm running around all week just like exploring new things and having fun, and this amazing, incredible opportunity just like plopped into my lap, and like I'm so excited for the future, and there's nothing that I'm worried about because my rent in my apartment in LA is already paid for the month. and like so I don't have to worry about that, and like so it's just like truly the most wonderful fucking low pressure feeling, which is nice because like the pressure will pile on. I will have to go on stage at some point, like put what I've learned to use and everything. But like right now, it's just I'm kind of living in that like welcome week fantasy land.
That's right beautiful.
Now, and it's beautiful. And I know that buzz is gonna die at some point because baby, winter's coming. And that's gonna all next week. It's supposed to rain, so guarantee you.
Right,
the
you
buzz
should
is gonna die quick.
Yes, take in the good. Like really bathe in the fact that this is like such a lovely moment of being in the city and like having low stress, because the stress is going to go up, the weather will get worse. So take in the good stuff now.
Yeah, exactly. And there are little things. It's like New York City, like it's so weird. I always forget. I haven't lived here in 14 years almost. And like just like getting things like, oh, eating like a giant piece of pizza with like 4 giant garlic knots cost me $6. And it's like, whoa, I could eat, this is my food for an entire day and it cost me $6. But yet there's some things like deodorant where you're just like, this is so fucking expensive. Like, it's like the weird things that are so expensive here, but yet also so cheap here.
Right.
It's interesting.
It's
it's
also,
been
wait,
a while since I've lived here, so.
Are they also like discontinuing the Metro card while you're there? Like, do you use your, like, how do you pay for the subway right now?
I got a Metro card.
Okay. But you know they're going away.
Yeah, I don't know when though.
Okay, great.
Know. But whatever, I'm paid up for the month, baby. So
okay,
better
you're
not
ready.
go away before October 13th. Yeah. So yeah, I got my monthly Metro card, but it's so nice out. And it's just like remembering how small this city is and how easy it is to get everywhere.
Yes.
Like, holy shit.
I know, LA is so
truly,
sprawling.
I know. And like here I can be somewhere that I need to be in like 10 minutes. It's like
great.
Incredible. Oh, this city's great. Oh,
I
I'm
love
never
that
leaving.
for you.
Bye, Matt Palmer.
Let's not go that far. As we mentioned earlier, winter is coming, so good luck with that.
Yeah. But then like also the dream of just like I'm doing this like professional production like that's in Times Square and like working with these amazing talented people. That's like so exciting on this like play that is truly like a godsend. Like it's so fucking funny and like it's all just it's been a great week. So
I love that. It's all happening for you. I think it's beautiful. Congratulations yet again.
For us, Matt Palmer.
I mean, it's true. Hey, if anything's really giving me moments, Mariah Carey's releasing a fucking album. The next time I get on this, it really is. The next time I get on this podcast, Mike, for a podcast, I will have heard Mariah Carey's new album. Like that has not happened in 7 years. Like so yes, we're both we're vibrating in a very high frequency at the moment. And I think that's great on both. You know, I think both Matts are just helping both coasts rise, you know, because we're putting positive energy out there, good vibes only. This is our time.
I know. We need a Matt in like the center of the country, like Topeka or something, to like really like balance out because it's like we got each coast covered, but now we need like someone in the middle. Who wants to go to Topeka? Who's also named Matt? Who's also gay?
We'll see what Matt Bridges is up to. Maybe he'd be great in Topeka.
He's in Hawaii right now. He's all the way on the west.
Go straight from Hawaii to Topeka. Problem solved.
Great. Does Topeka have an airport? Can you just fly there?
I don't know what's going on in Topeka airport wise. Sorry.
Okay, well.
Okay. Well, this has been lovely. Guys, thank you so much for listening and or watching the podcast. Matt Steele, is there anything else you want to tell the people?
Nope, that I love you. That's it.
Yes, I love you as well. Thank you guys so much for listening and or watching. We'll be back soon with more 2 Gay Mats, the podcast.
Bye.
Bye.